Be on your way to becoming financially free. Go sign up now at AmericanDreamTrading.com, where all our services are easily accessible. And sign up is easy. Simply click the service you want and go. That's it.
To sign up for any of the services, of course, website is always here. $200 for our regular membership gets you immediately into Zoom. You can see every trade I make. You'll get hot stock picks, the videos on demand, the IPO center, and the pre-market setup, all with the regular $200 membership. When you're ready to step it up, though, I highly recommend the VIP membership. You'll be able to start trading early at 4 a.m. You'll get to trade with some of our other millionaires inside of that room. You guys will get masterclass training with me every day at 8:15. You'll get the VIP lounge, all of those hot stock picks, pre-market setup. You're going to get the IPO center, the videos on demand, all of the workshop classes for free, and we put one of those on every single month. You'll get all the VIP training videos, the Trading View indicators. These were designed specifically based on my 2-minute EWO, which, by the way, no trader in the world has ever used what we are doing with the Elliott Wave Oscillator. And we have a lot of people finding success, obviously, with this. You'll also get VIP seating at the meetups. If you are a VIP member and you want more training, VIP Gold, you can add that on for an additional $2,500 a year. Right now, as one of the specials that I have, this could go away, but right now, if you sign up for the VIP Gold, you will also get a free one-on-one with a moderator. That is a $500 value just for that. You'll get all the mastermind classes. You get every mastermind class for free during your subscription. You'll get 1 hour of tech support if you need it, so we can remote in. We can help you set up those charts. Anything specific, right, that will get you going, we can help you with that. You're also going to get, for the first time ever, weekend training. We've been doing it every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And because it's the weekend, it is literally like a one-on-one. You'll also get our news service showing us everything, right, that's going on in the market, and breakout rooms. So anytime we do a breakout room, that's only for VIP Gold members. You guys will be able to access that. Use your affiliate account. You guys will also get a piece of everything. So you have family members, neighbors, people in your church, people that you guys want to help out. You can give them your link, and that will also give you a kickback immediately. It's immediate. As soon as they pay for it, you guys will get money. You'll see it into your monies that you can just withdraw. Send them to AmericanDreamTrading.com. To sign up for any of the services, of course, website is always here. Did our new mastermind series class, which is going to be June 5th at 4:30 Eastern. This is how to grow your small account part 2. You do not have to watch the first one to have the second one, but I highly recommend it because it is the basis and the foundation leading into part 2, which was how to grow your small account. It was $199 if you were able to buy that before the class. It's almost 2 hours, but it is a full 90-minute class with Q&A. You guys will be able to rewatch that as much as you want. If you did buy the first one, there is a discount code that you guys can use. I can't just blurt it out because it's only if you bought the first one. So head over to our Discord, look at the channel that is for the replay of that video, and you guys will see the actual discount code that is listed inside of there. You can find it in our store if you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Use the code Easter500. You'll get $500 off VIP, VIP Gold, VIP Complete. You can find it in our store if you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com.
American Dream Training, okay? Because we train and we train hard, so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
What? Oh. Hold on 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. Let's find. I forgot to hit the chat. Okay. Welcome Welcome to American Dreams Trading, the Aftermarket live chat and watch party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts. And this is a stream that's been created by traders for traders to just kick back, relax, have fun, train, talk about our day in the stock market, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We are owned and operated by Chad W. Christian, who is the owner and CEO of American Dream Trading. Shout out to you, Coach. We love you, brother. Coach is a 30-year stock market vet who is literally trained in every market condition imaginable. I mean, every market condition imaginable. And he does that with us. He trains us how to basically get in trades, out of trades, and everything in the middle. So I'm forever grateful to you, Coach. You are an awesome mentor and friend. And thank you for letting us hang out on your YouTube channel in the aftermarket and basically just decompress from the day. Stock market is trading is stressful, man. It's not easy. All right. It is not easy to trade all day long, every day. But our group makes it look easy, and that's because we have good training. It starts from the top down. Coach has created literally over 10 millionaires, and those are the ones we know about. I'm sure there's several in the group who just choose not to let that information be known, but 10 millionaires, guys, come on. 10 millionaires? That's not normal. That's not normal. And he's done it in under a 2-year period. He's retired over 75 people that we know of. There's for every 10 that there is that you know of, there's at least 50 that you don't. So shout out to you, Coach. You obviously know what you're doing, and that's why we can't stop. We can't stop. The market ends, we still want to talk about it. Okay, so we come in here and focus on Coach's strategies and try to help each other out. You know, we operate on the premise of we are peeping toms. We are people helping people. That's what we do. We help each other. You know, if somebody's struggling, each one teach one, reach down, pick them up, help them out. You know, go over trades with them. And that's what we do in this room. We will pull up Carter's video. Shout out to Carter. He is the full-time YouTube editor that comes over here and puts masterpieces in the bucket over here that you have a plethora to choose from, right? So Coach has a patented, well, I can't say patented, but a custom 2-minute EWO. I mean, he may get it patented. You never know. 2-minute EWO strategy, in which that really hones down trade entries and also the ability to hang on and stay in a winning trade. Not a losing trade, a winning trade. Okay, there's a difference. All right. There are times when you have got to let go of the hopium and let those losers go, let that thing go. But when it's a winning trade, there's no need to get out, in the 2-minute EWO strategy based off of the Elliott wave oscillator it does just that. Not only that, we have the trading view indicators, which back that up and confirm what you're seeing with the 2-minute EWO. They also help you with support and resistance. We are taught how to add in support and resistance lines. We're taught to have to look at the L2 and compare what we're seeing there. And there's all sorts of ways to double and triple check and make sure that it's a good trade before you waste your time and your money. Okay, so, and we learn all of that. So I want to welcome everybody here. There are 3 links in the description of this video. The first one, thank you, Arlo, by the way, for putting those in. I appreciate you, sis. Is AmericanDreamTrading.com. That is where you will go to get all of those services that were mentioned in the video that was played at the top of the show. All right, Coach has trading view indicators. He's got hot stock picks. We've got pre-market setup, okay, where you can come in the room with all of us that are in there in the pre-market and trade, and then you also get the pre-market ideas from Coach. So he sets us up for a good day in the market by giving us levels to go by when the market opens. So that way we are ready at the bell and prepared with a plan. Okay, don't forget, plan your trades and trade your plan. Okay, and Coach sets us up with a plan every day. Not to mention we get mastermind classes every morning at 8:15. So you can't beat it. We get weekend training with VIP Gold. David Yanez is on fire. He is the moderator. Okay, if you get a one-on-one, David is your man. He's the one that's going to help you get it right if you don't have it right. Okay, he helps you hone in on the 2-minute EWO strategy, and I tell you what, we call him the Apple Whisperer. He trades Apple like nobody. Okay, so David knows Apple in and out, and I tell you what, he's got it down, and he uses a 2-minute EWO strategy. So yeah. Not to mention the second link. Why do I say not to mention? I've said it like 10 times now. I think it's a habit. I got to break that habit. Not to mention, no, I'm only kidding. The second link is the link to join the panel. Come on up here and join the panel, guys. Come talk to us about your day. Let us know if you made money. If you did, how did you make money? What stock did you make money in? Talk to us about what you did in your trade. Help some new people down there that may not know quite how to grasp it. If you lost money, come on up here and talk to us about your trade. All right. Let us know what's happening. We can pick the trade apart, put it up on the trading with the trading view indicators, take a look at it, find out where you got in, where you got out, and see if there's something that we can do to help you correct that so that you don't continue to make that same mistake. Okay. Don't forget, don't have, right? I can't find my cursor. Don't have 2 red trading days in a row. All right. You don't want to continue to trade if you're this guy right here. If you're having a bunch of red days in a row, you don't want to continue to trade. You need to stop trading and start training. Okay, put yourself in a timeout. So we don't want any of that. That's why we say don't have hopium. Hey, it's just like a stock. When you're in a losing trade and you're hoping that it goes up, same thing holds true when you're having losing days. I'll get better. I'll be okay. I'm just going to continue to trade and hopefully I'll get it right today. No, you don't do that. Okay, you don't put yourself in harm's way to keep trading and constantly losing money. You should paper trade if you want to continue to trade so that you can get your mental mechanics right. Mental mechanics are just as important, if not more, than physical actual mechanics on your platform. Okay, because if your head's not in the game, it doesn't matter if you have the best platform and the best mechanics, you're going to lose money. So you got to make sure you got it right upstairs. Okay. So with that being said, let's see who we got down there. Last but not least, I'm doing something wrong here. Hold on. Okay. The third link is that of yours truly. That is the tip jar. And I appreciate the tips that came through there last night. I know some of you are embarrassed. You don't always want me to call your names out, but you know who you are, and I appreciate you. See, we'll compromise. I will thank you for the tips. I won't put the names out there, but I will thank you, because that helps me keep the lights on, okay? So thank you guys for the tips. I appreciate them. And the tip jar is down there and open and ready for business. So, no, but thank you guys. I do appreciate you. Who do we have down in the chat down there? Well, we know we got Arlo. Hey, Arlo. What's up, sis? Thank you for putting those links in there. Miguel, what's going on, bro? Welcome. We got J&J Video Reacts. We got Kyle J in the house. Welcome, Kyle J. What's up? Mike Clark. We got the Mike Clark in the house. Kyle J and Mike Clark, you never come up here. Come on up. Come hang out. Let's get some new faces up here. I don't know where Mark's at. I have a feeling that maybe he got a full belly and maybe went to sleep. Who knows? It happens. We put in long hours in here, guys. So it's very possible that Mark may be knocked out in his lazy boy snoring somewhere. So Mark, we love you. And if that's the case, see you tomorrow, brother. Angela Morlam, welcome. How are you? Welcome. Pebbles, what's going on, Pebbles? Every time I got to do it. Pebbles and Bam Bam, right? Remember Bam Bam used to talk like that. I couldn't help it. James L., what is going on? AB, what's going on, AB? How are you? Glad to see you. Darn Cricket is in the house. Hey, Darn Cricket. Jay Waffle, what's going on, Jay Waffle? Thank you so much. Yesterday, Jay Waffle said, listen, I didn't want you to leave, and I came on here just to say hi, and I'm in my car driving, trying to get home, and he's still found time to come up here on the panel with me. Thank you, Jay Waffle. I appreciate you, brother. We got Aaron. What's going on, Aaron? Aaron is my fellow vegan, my fellow fruitarian. I have been going crazy eating almonds lately. I had to cut myself off, man. But not mangoes, mandarins and red grapes and blueberries. That's my jam lately. That's a few bananas here and there, but grapes, blueberries, and mandarins are my jam. And the walnuts and some avocado, but mostly I could damn near do a mono mandarin diet because I'm eating that many of them. You know what I mean? Well, not sitting back to back eating. Well, kind of, but I go for hours on end without eating all day too. So, it evens out. It averages out. Billy, oh, Billy Mack, thank you for coming back. Woo! Welcome, Billy Mack. How are you? I wish I could play that song for us instead, but I don't want to get Coach a copyright strike. Raindrop, what's up, baby girl? Jimmy loving the name today, huh? Woohoo! Raindrops keep falling on my head. Yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. Dawn, you're not right. Edward, what's going on, Edward? How are you? Carolyn, chicken wraps, what's going on, honey? Long time no see. How are you? Mustang Chris, man. You're killing it. You're killing it. Hopefully you'll come on up here and tell us about that 8th green day today. Yes, we are counting with you. I'm so proud of you, man. There's no more joking Mustang Chris. He's trading and he's trading well. Not only is he trading, but he's trading well. Okay? Good for him. Dom, what's going on, Dom? How are you, brother? All right, Billy Mack, I'm glad you're doing well. Always, Raindrop. Always. Hey, Ed, what's going on, baby? I guess we're just gonna wait for some people to pile in and dance to the house music we got going on here. Listen, while we're waiting for more people to come in, and also those of you that want to come up on the panel, listen. Hey, here we go. We got somebody. We got a taker. Is that Mustang Chris? I think it is. Dude, you are killing it.
Hi.
I'm a little excited.
Me too.
Do you know why? Because you have had 8.
Yep. Oh, you saw
8 green days, Chris.
Did pretty good today.
Want to tell us about it? I'm glad to hear about it.
Apple started off great. I did a couple of scalps in the morning on iBio.
Okay. Yeah.
I was making sure that I had all my settings right so that I could get in and get out of what I was doing.
Yeah.
Apparently, I have to press Control while I'm hitting my turbo keys for it to make a limit order, so it buys it right now in the pre-market. Oh, really? And remember how you were asking if we can short in the pre-market?
Can we?
You can.
Okay.
Somebody called out CCL in the morning saying that earnings came out. I looked at it, had one big pop, and then kept going down, 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 down. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a good spot. So I just tried it with one share. And yeah, you can short in the morning if it's a stock that's shortable.
Wow. Okay.
Some of them you can, some you can't.
Good info. Okay, so not all stocks you can do it without.
Right. I don't know if there's any kind of signal for what you can and can't on Webull, but on Thinkorswim there's an ETB, which is easy to buy, and an HTB, which is hard to buy. It's listed up at the top of your chart for each stock. HTBs, it's basically when all the shorts are already bought, so everybody's just planning on it going down forever, and that's where our squeezes come from.
Yeah.
But some of them you can still, so I tried it and it works.
That's pretty cool. So for those of you who have had that question because I think I've heard a couple people ask that question before in the pre-market. Can you short stocks in the pre-market? The answer is yes. Mustang Chris has done it. And yeah, so that's an official yes on that. Well, wow. And how'd you say you did on that?
I just did one share just to see if it worked.
Did it stay going down for you at least?
Yeah, a little bit. It was just maybe 10, 15 seconds just to see if it worked or not. I wasn't trying to actually make any money off of it.
Okay. I got you.
That's why I just did one.
Okay. Well, see, that's what we talk about too, because it's right now, whenever, especially when you're experimenting. And I'm sorry, I've got to go off the screen and to.
Oh no, do your thing.
You know me with the blindness. I got to get up on it. Mark, what's going on, man?
Had to run an errand for the wife.
Oh, honeydew.
It was non-negotiable. It was non-negotiable. Sorry.
But you know what? Chris just answered a question. Remember, we asked, could you short in the pre-market? It's yes. Mm-hmm. So you can short stocks in the pre-market. Yep,
but he has had his account.
Yep, he has had his 8th green day. But yeah, where I was going down that road, Chris, profit. I mean, it's should be on the back burner when you're a brand new trader and you're trying to get acclimated mentally and, you know, mechanically, emotionally. You know, you should only, like today, okay? IBIO. 4 shares. I had, what? $8 invested in that. Of course I can sit in that all day. Okay. $8.
Right.
But it helped me to watch and stay in it. Even though it had a lot of peaks and valleys, there were plenty of opportunities to get out or shave. And, you know, but I wanted to kind of get used to watching trades. I've had a few instances where I jumped out a little bit too soon. And I want to try to train myself to sit in there when it warrants it. Okay. And I watched that stock. I was looking at it. I had all my lines drawn out and I saw that stock going right up to where it went today. I told you guys in the morning, I had a feeling it was going to hit $3 and it did. And it just kept going. It would get to a level, then it would consolidate and even drop considerably. Then it would go up to the next level. Consolidate, drop considerably. But the beautiful thing about shares, and this is why I don't blame you, Mark McSee, for going back home, is because I'm not dealing with gamma and decay and all of that I would deal with options. I love options, don't get me wrong. But when you lose on shares, you get your money right back as soon as it comes back up. And I watched it continuously do all of that, but continue to rise in the process. So I'm like, okay, this is going up. I'm not losing. Every time it goes back up, I'm getting my money. So it kept going up. So I did what I wanted to do today with that. And I'm happy with that trade. So yeah. Cool beans, man. I'm not making the kind of money Mark McSee's making yet, but as long as I get that process down, I will eventually up my position size and keep doing the same thing that I'm doing now. So what are you doing, Mark? What'd you do today?
I did about a little over 450, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Woo!
Trading one stock all day. Pre-market to, I think I made two or three trades in the two, I think, in the regular market. Kind of hard to talk and trade at the same time, but yeah. IBIO, that's all I was in all day. That's it.
That was everybody's Huckleberry today, right?
I mean, I was looking for other things. I was going to get into a Google call. It was the only one that was starting to turn green at the time, other than Apple, which I should have gotten Apple. But who knew, right?
Right.
So I seen the first green EWO and I called it out, and I was just getting ready to. I almost clicked in on the first one. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get a jump on this. I'm like, no, that's a stupid thing to do. Don't do it. So that's not an EWO when you try to jump the gun, right? You follow the rules. It's a good thing I did, because the second green EWO started forming, and then it went right down, turned red, and ended up being a put. So it's a good thing I didn't, you know. And I quit looking at it after that. I mean, it went back up later on, but whatever. I didn't look at it. So no, I just stated that I'm like, this IBO is still running even in the open market. And I mean, after making the money off of that, it was just all I don't even think I had. I made $200 on the first one because it went. That's when it first took off. First thing in the morning, whatever, 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it was.
Yep.
So that, but all the rest were, 80, 90, 35, them kind of things, 50.
Yeah.
So they're all little tiny base hits, and it all adds up at the end of the day. So, right? Don't matter what increments you get them in.
Here's my thing. I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. I'm not embarrassed because I'm going off of percentages and base hits, and I'm just trying to practice at this point. Remember, I had no money in Weevil, and I had let a trade. I forgot because I barely use Weevil, so I had left a trade going and ended up losing $200 in there that I had. So it whittled down to about $7 before I caught it, and I'm like, shit. I completely, I thought I ended the trade, Mark, and apparently it was still there, and I lost the little nest egg that I had over there. So with this $7, I said, you know what? I know it's literally a micro amount, but I'm not putting any money in here. I'm going to trade that $7. And I'm going to just trade it and trade it and trade it. I don't care if I can just get one freaking share of something and add $1 a day to this thing. I'm going to trade that $7 and see, well, I'm at $13 now. So it's not the amount of money. It's the small base hits. $1 here, $2 there. Today I made $4 on it. So I had gotten it to 10. Now I'm at like close to 4. I think it's like 1384 or something. But it's the idea. It's the money magnet mentality. It's the I know what I'm doing mentality. It's the get in at the right time, get out at the right time. It's not holding on to it if it's not continuing in your direction. And IBO today, you can say what you want. Maybe I held on to it too long, but it was going up continuously. So why not stay in it? You know what I mean? I had a small account, but yeah, you guys are right. You and Nate, there's no way, dude. I would have held that if I had 500 shares. Hell no. If I had that kind of money to have 500 shares, I'd have been getting out and getting in like you guys did. So
yeah, I had two trades.
Them.
I had 2 of those trades go against me, but it is what it is, right? They were minimal losses. And by the way, you don't owe anybody an apology for whatever your account size is. That's what you have. That's all the money in the world, in that account. Hey, you don't owe nobody an apology. You trade and grow your account. So what if it's only $7? Think of the lesson you're going to be able to prove here a month from now, 2 months from now, as that keeps growing, right? You can do it. I started with 7. Now look where it's at. We have a lot. We hear stories like that all the time. By the way, you're not alone.
Yeah,
I would say a good percentage of our members have very, very small accounts, $100. Well, we heard somebody today said what they only had 300. Right? So, don't ever feel like you gotta. Well, I only have, $10.
Yeah.
Well, is that a lot of money for what you're at right now, starting out? Trade $10. Don't worry about it.
That's it.
We shouldn't compare. And it's easy to do, especially with social media. We compare ourselves to everybody else that we see and stories that we hear, and we deep down kind of wish that was us, right? But it ain't us, so don't worry about it, right?
Yeah, and I could put more money in it. It's the principle of it. You know what I mean? I could put more money in it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I did that, and I was irresponsible with it. So right now, you stay your ass right here with that little bit of money right there, and
I've whittled my account way too low than where I wanted. I mean, it was.
Yeah. I'm like, you want more in there? You traded in there.
I worked my way up. I'm getting out of it now, back to work. I mean, I have now what I originally had that I wanted to trade. I'm back to it. It took me 3 weeks to get back here, but I hunkered down and now I'm back up here. And now I don't think I've been red for easily over a month, a red day.
Oh, nice, Mark.
I've had red trades. Don't get me wrong.
But not red days.
Not red days, right? I don't think I'd have to go back and look, but yeah, I don't think I have. At least a month anyway. I mean,
I would say we've been listening to it and we've been watching your success, and I think
it was the 1st of February. I think I had 2 red days in February, spread out. So
doesn't that sound funny?
Yeah,
let me see. When you have to actually think back to when you had a red day last, that means you're doing some shit right.
I could go look
Excuse
at
my
my
French.
journal. I could go look at my journal, but I mean, the point is, doesn't matter how many I had. I'm being more consistent, right?
Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
matters. It's not one single trade or one single day. You know, it's go week by week, month by month. You know, that's what matters. Am I meeting my goal, right?
Yeah.
So some days I do. Some days I make a lot more than my goal. So it all evens out, right?
Yeah.
Just because
Consistency.
if I say I make triple my goal one day, I don't mean I'm taking the next day off. I could, right? By the law of by averaging, right? But I don't.
Absolutely.
I still come in every day and try to do what I can do, the best I can do with what I got, right? So yeah, I got some of that money back today because I traded real heavy Friday and sort of heavy Monday, so my count settled now with that. So I traded it pretty good today, but yeah, it doesn't matter what your account size is. Don't ever be afraid. It's percentage that grows your account, not dollars.
That's it.
Right.
So that's what we're going for with that. So, yeah. So
and I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about it as a group, right? Yeah. We have all income levels.
Because there's a lot of people that won't admit something like that. You know what I mean? Right. Because they're embarrassed about it. Don't be embarrassed about it. It's about percentages. It's about green days. It's about base hits. It's about learning the process. Don't worry about the profits right now. All you're trying to do is get green trades. How do I get in this trade? How long do I stay in it? When do I get out? And do that enough times back to back to back, whether you're scalping or whether you're doing an EWO strategy. Master one of those two, if not both of them, so that when you have days where the market's not giving you an EWO, you can scalp, and vice versa. When there's no scalping opportunities, but it just seems like things are going in a steady direction, well, take advantage of that. You need to learn how to sit in trades that are running and not scare yourself out through fear and greed. Oh my God, it's way high. It's still going. Let me get out and take my green. No, you want to shed, like Coach said, take some profit, but stay in it. A lot of people stay in it and then get out when it's going up. It's like, no, you don't do that. You don't leave money on the table like that.
Never be embarrassed of what you're going through right now in life. That's part of your testimony for the future. You're working on your testimony for the future. Look at Chris. We were busting his chops for how long because he wouldn't click the mouse.
Click the button. Right? Click the button.
Click the damn button, Chris. Come on. We can't understand why you won't click, But
that was the vitamin deficiency. That's what did that.
Well, that was your own internal struggle, and you figured out what it was. Now look at you,
That was you. It's not you today.
No.
Correct. No. But you had to go, like Jimmy said today, you learn by your mistakes and your pain. Pain gives you experience, right?
A lot of experience.
Right. And unfortunately, the pain sucks. Yeah. Especially when money's involved, right?
Yes.
Dude, he said two of the worst trades in his life were the best things that ever happened to him.
Yes, he did.
I remember that one. And then he was silent for 2 days and made all of it back. And I'm not going to say a number, but
yeah,
and that was a lot of money.
Those of us are
a lot of money.
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're working on your testimony today for what you're going to be tomorrow. Maybe it ain't going to be tomorrow. Maybe it's next week or next month. Took me 10 months to finally get for Stella here to get her groove on, right? First 10 months of being an ADT, listening but not hearing, or hearing but not listening and doing what he said, right? So Absolutely. It is what it is, right? So
man, how about that cover call Stellar Masterclass this morning? Good God Almighty!
Yeah,
that was excellent. I mean, some light bulbs went off on that one, dude. I mean, I already got it. We've heard Mark talk about it. We've heard Bucket talk about it. And we've heard Coach talk about it. But today, every time he does one of those where he gets in depth with some of the process, I get even more and more and more and more of an understanding of it. And of course, the ultimate understanding is going to come when you actually try it out and do it. But today, that was huge.
Well, that's why it's important to pay attention all the time, because I'm not writing covered calls. I'm not writing cash secure puts. Could I? Yeah, if I decide I want to, but I'm not. And I really don't have any intention of doing so in the immediate future, just because of where I'm at right now, right? I'm doing stocks. That's my thing. But I'm still picking up little tidbits. It's one thing to have head knowledge, but then you got to put it into play. Then that's when you start sweating, right? So all these little things add up over time. So don't ever discount teaching that's going on, even if it is over your head or your current training and education level in trading stock. Pick up, just keep letting it pound in your head. It's going to stick. So unless the wind blows, and it blows wind one ear and out the other, in my case. So, but yeah, I have to hear it, but that was something, I love it when he gets on a thing like that, gets on a roll, and it turns into a master class. It's awesome.
Oh, he was on fire today, man. Those of you who missed this morning and you're here now, go look at today's live. I'm telling you, there's a bunch of content in that I'm definitely going to use to make some snippets out of. But yeah, I'm working on one right now. I didn't want to say that, but yeah, I'm working on something for you, Coach. You're going to like it. And I'm hoping to go ahead and finish that up tonight and drop that on the social media platforms in the morning. It should be cool. I don't care if I got to burn the midnight oil for that one. So, but yeah, it's going to be cool. Did he go?
Yeah.
All right. So give me 2 seconds. What I want to do is I want to play Coach's Rules for those of you that are new down there who haven't seen it and who are learning to be, stock market traders and are brand new in the group. Let's listen to Coach's Rules. These are rules to live by, rules to trade by. And, they not only help you make money, but help you keep the money that you make. So we're going to go ahead and listen to Coach's Rules real quick.
Yeah. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Never lose more than 1 to 3% ever of your total account value in any given day. Always make sure you have stop losses on each and every single trade, whether it's shares or options. Make sure you guys are practicing base hits. Don't be trying to go for those home runs. Everybody be cool with that. Every once in a while you get the home runs, but that comes back to our other rule. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. All right? So if we're getting hammered on something and it's going against you, just get out of there. If you're new to trading, do not trade in the first 30 minutes of the day or the last hour, ever. And if you are new to trading, do not use real money. You should be using simulated trainers, and you can use them on all sorts of different accounts. TD has them. TradingView, you can do rewinds. There's all sorts of stuff. Don't come in with real money blowing up your account. That is not how you want to learn. I want to make you a stock market trader and not just another call-out chaser.
Shout out to Steve Ken. Welcome. Freddie, what's up, Freddie? How are you? Scott Bennett, what's going on, Scott Bennett? Welcome. Uh-oh. Mark, do we have to re-moderator you? You're down there as Mark McCullough? Mark.
I was muted. Yeah, I signed in with the wrong. I have another account. Let me get out. All right. That's not my real name, by the way.
Mustang's not my real name either.
Reminds me of a street.
What the heck's going on? I didn't switch accounts. Hang on.
Joe Pink, what's going on? We haven't done the trade in a while, Mark. You want to do a trade?
Honestly, I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I do. I'm so tired. I just want to go to bed.
He's burning. Burn. Who said they want to do it? Was that Future? I think that was Future Trader.
What about him? What is up with him? I'll tell you what. That dude is on fire.
Him and Chris and you, all three of you, you're like the three musketeers. All of you at the same time are just burning it up right now.
Man,
he did pretty good today, yeah.
How did you do today, Chris? I missed it.
Well, I made 700, just a little over 700 this morning.
Good for you. Good
on
for you.
Apple, and I was happy enough, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go work on my yard for a little bit. So I said thank you to Coach and went outside, came back in a little while later, and I'm like, it's moving again.
Oh, that's right. You did leave. You did say, I did hear you say that.
So I came back in again while Jimmy was in, and I got into a trade then. And I said that I was at almost double what I was at this morning. And I went to triple what I was at this morning.
Wow.
So it's my first time going over 2,000 for the day.
All right.
All right. Woo! Way to go, man. We got to bell that one out. That's amazing. So you got a comma today.
2 commas. Double comma. Double comma.
Yeah.
Well, one comma still. But,
and I wasn't weird or nervous or twitchy. I knew what it was doing. I saw it hit a double bottom. And that was right before the EWO started going up again. And I just wrote it up.
Okay, so I think this goes back to what we were trying to tell you when Ralph and all of us were in here talking to you. Getting in it. That's the only way you were going to get over those nervous jitters and shake and the sweating, because you have to get your mind and body into a muscle memory situation where you're not thinking as much and you're not as much in your head because you're used to it, you know, and that takes doing it to make that happen. So I'm so glad you finally did. And you're now you can use the knowledge that you've acquired from all that screen time that you put in and actually apply it.
The only thing I slightly regret is that I sold out right at the top of this big candle, right at 328. And it started coming way down. I was like, all right, I'm up so much. I'm good for the day. Biggest day ever. I went and started making lunch. It went way up again while I wasn't looking.
Let's look at the candle. It was Apple?
Yeah.
Actually, I still have Apple up here because I was trading Apple today.
I got a level right there that I'm calling a bounce point, where when it's hit a spot and reversed or done it multiple times, I leave them a certain color so that I know that that's more of a resistance level. And it was right there, and it bounced off the top, and I sold right before it bounced, and then it hit that, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm not doing any more. I already said I was done. Now I'm done.
Right.
And while I was cooking food in the kitchen, it went up again. That would have been probably another $2,000. But like we said, it don't matter where the taxi goes once you get out.
That's it. I like that. It don't matter where the taxi goes once you get out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you see Hudson's comment in the chat, Don?
The big rig, welcome, or the Berg. No, what did he say? Hold on. Where is it?
If you read them off, just scroll down a little bit. You'll see it.
Brandon, what's going on? The BJ, the B-Jerg or something down there. What's down there? Hold on. Kyle J. I don't see him, Mark.
It's about in the middle.
Hey, Hudson, I didn't even see you in there. Hudson said, hey, brother, what's up? And then he said, let me see if y'all are still here in 45 minutes. Huh.
No,
what?
Scroll.
To an hour.
He's got a great job, though. He really does.
Quit this job. Wait a minute. I'm trying, Mark. I want to quit this job and trade full time. Wow. What? You got the coolest job in the world. You could do both.
Yeah, I'd love to do his job. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's not easy.
Yeah.
No, he says down
He's like,
there.
and it's a good job. We know.
He said, "What's up, family?" He says, "I want to come up and talk about my best day trading yet, but I'm so busy at work." 38% on his total account. Yeah.
Holy snikey.
Nice.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow, Hudson.
That's right.
Well, we're going to hang out just for you. I don't care. If everybody wants to go home, I'm going to keep the stream open just so we can hear about your day. Because that's insane. I got to find out what you did, how you did it. And I want people that are hanging out in here to find out what you did, because that's amazing. Let's see. Scott Bennett. I remember when Scott Bennett came in here, he had some issues before, and I'm so happy to see that he's still in here. He must still be trading and doing well because he's still here. So that works. Freddie the Freeloader. Michael Clark. Jimmy Hodge just came in. What's up, Jimmy Hodge? How are you? Yeah, Apple was crazy today. I stayed in Apple for a long time, like through a lot of this chop stuff that was going on right through here, because it never told you to get out. Look, Apple was literally green all day long.
It was such a slow, lazy chop, too.
Right here. You know what I mean?
Not quite enough to where you want to like walk away from it, where it just sits there and does nothing. But I mean, it was almost channel trading. Like
it was channel trading. Look at
12,
this
on 12.22 and 13.10.
Look at that.
And
up, down.
Both of those were basically
down.
a double bottom on the 200 EMA.
Yep.
And then
I remember this moment. Up, down. I'm like, look at this.
We basically had a triple bottom on the 55, but it was. I looked at it after it broke back above VWAP, and I'm like, okay, it's channeling up slowly.
Yeah.
So if I just keep buying off the bounce, I'll have a really low position. So even if it stalls out and kind of dies, I'll still be up enough where it won't matter. And then it popped and kept popping. I was like, all right, here we go.
Hey, if you pan out a little bit, we're going to pull a Ted here. If you pan out a little bit, almost looks like a spider, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're looking from the front. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
The two legs spread out. And if it had a body here in the middle, that would have really been freaky. But yeah, that looks like, or a bat. We're doing a Ted.
I'm seeing Bob Ross birds.
Oh my God. What is that? Bob Ross birds.
Bob Ross, the painter. Happy Little Accident.
Oh, that was his name. That's right.
Yeah.
The guy that's got the really, really mellow voice that almost borderline puts you to sleep. And we're just gonna put a few strokes right here.
Somebody took all of his paintings and put them in order. And it looks like a journey because he's painting kind of the same thing all the time.
Yeah.
But when he lined them up, almost like one of those things where you flip the pages to make a little movie.
No way.
Yeah, it looks like a journey down the river towards the mountains in the background.
Are you kidding me?
It was pretty cool.
Is that on YouTube?
It's somewhere. I don't know. I found it a couple times. I've seen it in different places.
But
stuff
on
like
YouTube.
that just circulates forever.
My father-in-law never missed a single one of his shows, I don't think. He watched him religiously.
Yeah, he was cool. He was a cool dude. So was Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at what some other stuff did today. And Carter, let's see what we got with Carter today. Nobody's coming up here and tell us about your day. Come on, guys. Let's get some new people up on the panel today. Risk to reward training strategies. Oh, we got a hot one for you today. Thank you, Carter, for all these awesome videos that you put on here. You are amazing. You're an amazing editor, and I love your work. Let's see. All right. Risk to reward trading strategies. Shout out to Carter.
I agree. And this is a bull flag. Let me draw this out for everybody. Watch this. Here's your vertical line. I'm going to draw this in a different color. There you go. This is a perfect bull flag. Check it out. There you go. Everybody see it? Long as we stay in there, long as it stays above VWAP, you're golden. SISI. Look at what it did. It broke the 200 and it stopped on VWAP. Everybody watch that. Hot stock pick SISI did exactly what I was afraid of right here. See it? This is just not enough range. Can you guys see it?
I thought a bull flag had like a little bit of a lean to it on the front end of it, but that's a bull flag, huh? Oh,
yeah,
wait a minute.
The bear one kind of goes up, the bull kind of goes down, and then it breaks through and goes and takes off.
Wow.
It's kind of like the opposite.
Yeah.
Thing break, VWAP, and then have the nice push. Otherwise, this is resistance and this is resistance. These are too tight together. There's just not enough risk to reward. So your reward is up here. Your risk is down here. So instead, let's get it when it breaks here. Now your reward is up here and your risk is back down to here. Does that make sense? And there it is again. SISI literally touched this 3-0. So it hit 310 and pulled right back. Do you see it? I want to break and hold above this 304, which is 3050. I want to break and hold before I touch that. No exceptions to that rule. Everybody sees this on SISI. I don't want nobody getting chopped up, right? Oh, yeah. Look at SPY down here. It's sitting on support now. This has to bounce right here. Otherwise, you're going to have lights out. Apple's the exact same way.
Would that be a bear flag, Coach?
That is correct. That's big time to the downside. Yep, SPY's collapsing. Get ready for a big pull again, everybody. SPY can't hold this level, this 496 20-ish. It's lights out. All right, SPY, are you going to bounce at 496.20 or are you going to go lights out? Be careful on Walmart as well. Walmart's starting to come down to that bottom level, but SPY right here, super, 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 super heavy.
Super.
On the break of 496.20, I'm going to hammer it myself. Just some something really small.
What's up, Navy?
There it goes. There you go. Bye. Bye-bye. Lights out. Bye-bye. Lights out. Bye-bye. No.
You called it.
Yep. I told you it looked heavy as hell, didn't I?
Shout out to Never Again Volunteer Yourself. I see you down there, Navy. Welcome. I love the videos. That's one of the best things about this setup that Coach has, because even if you miss his teachings, like if you miss it throughout the course of the day, you can go, and that's what Carter and Bruno and everybody on the back end is doing. They're organizing these videos so that you guys can go to them and be able to just, look about. I think, are they putting them on the website, Mark, in that order, or that's the stuff that's on Discord that they're putting in there? But
yeah, YouTube... I think. Well, there's some YouTube ones that the links don't work to that says they're marked private. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean the idea is to move them off of Discord, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it for the first time, like you did the other day. Last when Bruno was here, just telling us what was going on.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
really
and I know
nice.
I know David's kind of got the ball rolling a little bit when he started coming up with those playlists that he was doing, where he had like a ton of all EWO, all support and resistance, all entry. So, I mean, if you guys are not familiar with that, I think training videos may still be there. Under VIP, it should say training videos.
Oh yeah, there's exclusive ones there, right?
Yeah. Yep. But you got to join VIP to get it. Don't forget. Easter promo, Easter 500 gets you 500, bless you, gets you 500 off on any of the VIP memberships, whether it's the regular VIP or VIP Gold or the VIP Complete, which combines the two. I came up with 3 new logos for those this weekend, Mark.
You did.
Mm-hmm. I sure did.
You talk about good editing. You ever really? I mean, I know you probably did it on purpose, or maybe it was just by accident. But your coach's rule, it's got that boom, 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 boom. You know, there's that many. There's about an even number of boom booms between each one of them coaches' rules.
It was, yeah, I did that.
I
actually took that. So dude, that song is only a couple of seconds long. I literally back to back to back. In a couple of spots, I missed it, and I said, "The hell with it! It's not, I'm not editing a song right now. I'm editing a video, and it's in the background anyway, so nobody's really probably gonna tell. But I can tell. I know it's there.
I could tell.
I knew it. Yeah. There's a couple places where
only one. When I went back and re-listened to it, I'm like, yeah, these are the exact same amount of boom. Oh, well, there's one that doesn't, but they were for the most part pretty much the same, exactly the same. So I was like, she did that on purpose. I know she did. But
yeah, man. I think that might have been music from it's copyright free that you can use on one of the platforms that I use. It came with that music. So there's an app out there. I have so many different little apps on my phone to do editing where you can literally separate the different tracks. I took the voice out of the music and just had the music playing, and I put that while he's talking. So you're not still hearing 1, 2, 3 all through it.
What's amazing is you do that on your phone instead of on a big computer desktop screen.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't do any editing on the computer at all on phone. If I can't get it done in an app on the phone, then I don't mess with it. It just keeps, it reminds me of how we trade. It keeps it simple, stupid, because a lot of those After Effects and Premiere Pro, I could probably get on the computer and probably create some crazy shit with that stuff if I wanted to take the time to learn it. But I mean,
Oh yeah, there's a big learning curve on this.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I have no patience for it. I should, but I'm being transparent. I don't have the patience to sit there and learn it, because I could create all kind of stuff where you can make fire and all of that. I wouldn't have to go try to find it. You know what I mean? And add it in. I could literally create what I want.
Yeah, so, that ain't something you learn overnight.
No. But now that I've said it like that, I'm like, damn, that would be cool. But do you know how to use any of that stuff? Do you mess with any of that?
No, I do photo editing. That's about the limit. Not even that. I don't fool with not 80% of the crap that's built into that, right? Mm-hmm. I can do some layering, and I can do color correction and erasing, because we're doing old family photos, and some of them are for at the beginning of film time when they're on glass plates, and I had to go buy a machine that we could feed them into that would actually allow us to copy them. Spent a lot of money to get all these from the beginning of time photoing, from glass plates to slides in the 60s and film. I haven't pulled a whole lot off of film, of 8mm film, but we got that, and just regular photos. So I'm doing a lot of correction, and you get a lot of photos are so old, you get a lot of dirt and stuff on them that they've been scratched. So I got in there, and I even go in there and take out the little blend everything, and it's like, matter of fact, I had to run up there today. She come down, I need you to scan and correct a photo for me, because she don't get into all that.
Yeah,
I can go up there and do what she needs done in 30 seconds once the scanner's turned on. But
nice. Yeah, it's like I want to do, I don't really mess with Photoshop too much, but I started out with iMovie, which is one of the most basic, and I didn't realize how basic it was until I started messing with it and found some other stuff out there. And I'm like, wow, iMovie, is basic, but it's
Yeah.
cool though. It's good to start with,
Yeah, on the Mac they got Pixelator Pro. You can get that for free. It unlocks. I mean, it doesn't unlock all the features, but I end up buying it that way. I have everything. So Pixelator Pro. It's like Photoshop, but that's what I use for the Mac. It's made for
Cool.
the Mac only. So,
Do you guys watch Survivor?
not no more. I haven't watched that in a decade.
No.
I don't
Wow.
watch TV. I don't watch TV anymore. I ain't sitting through commercials if I can help it.
I know. I find myself not watching it as much anymore. I was thinking about doing a review on my channel of it because I think
haven't
the new
watched
season started.
TV since 2010.
About 5
You
bucks
stream,
Pro.
right?
I didn't do
Oh,
anything for years. It was just YouTube videos on my phone. I pay the $10 a month, so you don't have to watch any commercials.
Yep.
No ads, no nothing, and you get all the free.
And they're
music.
charging me $20.
Well, I got in the beginning of it because then it
okay.
allowed you to get all the movies and stuff too. And I wanted to watch that Cobra Kai, and so if I paid the $10 a month, I'd get to see the show.
Yeah.
But then I was like, man, there's no ads or anything either. This is fantastic. $10 a month, here you go.
Yeah.
I
Now there's an
buy
ad
my
every
movies.
every minute.
Man,
Not with me. I can't stand it. YouTube Premium all the way, baby. I
And
got
then-
Jen hooked to it. She can't stand it when commercials come on, so I put her on the family plan with me, so now she can watch it without dealing with commercials. It's a pain in that because literally they get crazy with it. They started getting to where it was like every few minutes a commercial was coming on. I'm like, come on, that's too much.
And it would be the
Well,
same.
that's what they
movie.
want. That's their plan to make you pay.
That to make you pay exactly.
That's
it's
why
like-
I won't.
Oh man, I couldn't deal because I like to get into what I'm watching, and those ads every few minutes, and then skip ad, it takes longer and longer for it to pop up. I'm like, oh hell no, I can't do it. Yep. Oh man. Huh?
You say it's $20 a month now for that?
Yeah, it's like $19.99 they're charging me. But I've got the family plan too, so that's a little bit more expensive.
No.
I can put like 2 or 3 people on there.
No.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Because I
mean-
think mine's up to $10.99 now. It's okay.
Just
You're
to
gonna
start.
save me about 8 hours a month.
They
With what?
$10.99 you?
Yeah.
Wow. They $10.99 them.
They can have it.
But I was thinking about getting back into doing some reviews. I don't know where the hell I would find the time to do that.
Yeah,
So yeah,
exactly.
that's probably not a good idea. You know
I
what
do
I mean?
Especially now,
watch those.
since you're a social media person now.
Exactly. That's really what I'm spending my time doing. Like as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna be back on editing, which come on, Hudson, because I can really be back doing that. Since nobody wants to come up on the panel besides us today, because we've told our stories today. What are you guys waiting for? Come on up here. Some of you that have never been up here, come on, take a look. Tonight, I'm gonna wave the camera thing. Let's get a couple of you up here. If it's because of the camera, then come on up here. I don't want to hear it. Your voice. Just let us hear your voice. Just come say hi. And maybe after being up here for a few minutes, you may want to turn on your camera. Who knows? But tonight, if you come up, the hell.
You don't have to have our camera on. I don't have to have my camera on.
Oh man, I didn't think you guys were gonna do that.
Well,
Well,
you said
I'll keep mine on. I'll keep mine on. I'm the host. I'll really get in trouble if I don't at least keep mine on. I will allow it tonight and tonight only. Look, they came back. I knew you did that. I looked up and I'm like, holy shit. Come on, man. Come on up here. You know you want to.
Now I'm getting
I know.
up. I'm
Huh?
getting up an extra half an hour early now. I'm getting up at 2:30 because I'm doing the news thing, and I want to get news on there before everybody gets up. Some upcoming things. I'm like, okay,
Are
let me
you
try
really?
this. Well, I'm getting it down pretty good now. It don't take me really that long to, screenshot and clip and paste, copy and crop and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lee went through this whole tutorial with me on how to load everything onto his social media. So that's why it was taking me a little bit, but I went on ahead and pulled it up. I pulled the app up on my phone. and figured out how to load in a new one. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. I played with it yesterday. I loaded something. It went out. You have to schedule a time. So I'm like, okay, that's simple enough. Now I can go ahead and go for broke and do some edits and put some really cool stuff out there. So I'm working on something right now. I want to finish it tonight and I want to put it out there in the morning. So
Do they have one app that hooks all those accounts into one, like Instagram and all that? So you don't have to go to each app. You just go to one app and it links everything into one, and then you post cross posts. Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
It'll post on all of your socials at the same time.
That's cool.
So some people have one, some people have another. This way, everybody gets it.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
The only thing that trips me up about that is the canvas size. So while I'd like to add certain platforms on, I can't because it won't fit the canvas. I mean, you can try to do one main one that'll fit most of them and then just do a couple of different extra ones. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm going to do. But that's the only thing because they have different sizes. But you find if you use the TikTok canvas, that'll fit YouTube Shorts. It will work on Instagram and it'll also work on TikTok. So that's 3 covered right there. You know? So it's pretty cool.
Can you ban that Brandon dude from YouTube? He was harassing me all day today about being old on the Zoom call. There's always something. He was typing something in there about boomers and all this stuff. He was busting our chops about being old.
What?
I'm joking, of course.
Apparently, he had a really good day today too.
Yes, he did. But how would we know? He won't come tell us about it.
He says he's walking into a brewery.
Oh, okay. Look at that. There's Mr. I'm on vacation.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
How are you?
How's it going?
Got a new phone yet?
Nope, not yet. Still working on that.
Well,
didn't make enough money.
Report it.
No, didn't make enough money this week. Can't do it.
All right.
I don't know that I believe that.
Well, I was slow to. I didn't trade that much this week, so I've been.
I gotcha.
Taking it easy since I'm not like in front of my computer.
Right. So you're on vacation this week?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you guys venture off to? Where did Nate? Nate just went to Paris. Where'd you guys go?
We're in California. We're in went to Huntington Beach. Got a place there that we're staying for the week. But then today we were in Catalina Island. So we took
nice.
Took the boat over there. Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. Yeah, just had lunch a little bit ago and up by the pier, and it was nice. Yeah.
Amazing.
But
where do you live,
he's in the morning
on the
trading.
East Coast?
I'm sorry?
You live on the East Coast?
I'm in Chicago.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Windy City.
Yep.
Well, hello, neighbor.
Where are you?
I am at the reservoir tip of Lake Michigan.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Midwest.
So right on the
border. What's that mean? Reservoir tip.
The
like
very, very tip bottom of like where it comes down to a point. I'm right there. Like I can drive to the beach in about 10 minutes.
Nice.
You sound like me. That's like Ralph. He looked up Ocean City, and he said, "Wait a minute, are you that little strip?" I'm like, "Yep." That little strip sitting right there between Assateague Bay and Atlantic Ocean. That little strip right off of the end is us, right? And it's like you're like technically it's a peninsula because it is connected through Delaware, but for the most part we call this the island because we got the bay on 2 blocks that way and the ocean 2 blocks that way.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a northern version of Mark's Airbnbs down there in southern Florida. Down in Keys.
Pretty much.
You're on your own little strip.
A lot of restaurant owners that live here would go to Key West for like the winter, like when we would deliver and we, is such and such in here today. We wanted to blah, blah. Nah, he's down in the Keys. They stayed down in the Keys. So when Mark came in with, he's got the Airbnbs in the Keys. I'm like, wow, that's the place to go. Apparently, you know what I mean. You got a couple dollars.
They
gets
do
cold.
not participate in winter at all.
So that's what they're on the bucket list.
What the hell happened in the market today?
Well,
I saw a bunch of
Choppy.
red. I saw a bunch of red today when I looked.
yeah, it seemed like it was channeling a lot,
Oh.
you know. But yeah,
You know, I
Chop
didn't have to
City.
worry about none of that. I was trading stocks.
Yeah, I'm in some Nvidia, so I know that took a dump. I saw that was all red, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just a weird day in the market. Everything just decided to just take a dump all at the same time. And it kept happening periodically throughout the day. It was happening in IBIO, Mark.
Yeah, but
There were times I was tempted to get out of it because it would just drop, and I mean drop.
big night. I was in one of them. I'm like, well, me and Nate were both in that. What, right at 2 minutes before 7? Remember?
Yes.
Oh, was that
That thing dropped like 400% in 2 minutes.
Was that
We're
that
like,
BIO or whatever it was?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, I actually jumped in on that one on my phone first thing in the morning, like pre-market.
Cool.
It was like $20 or something, but I was like,
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
It came down, fairly low, and it's like, let's just see what happens at 7 o'clock. And about 2 minutes till, if it was even maybe 1 minute till, I don't know. It was right before 7, and that thing dumped. It went down. It dropped like, looked like 400%. And we're made Nate Blow go, ruh-roh. Just lost
Yeah.
half
I
the value
remember
of our
that.
stock. I mean, it went boom, and we rolled. It shot right back up. But they were taking profits, what they were doing before the market
Yeah.
opened. And so it's like,
you guys were holding the bags
Yes.
for a little bit.
But it kept doing it periodically, but it would go up a couple of levels, and then it would drop.
it's very volatile. That one was, candles would stretch out 40-foot long and then come back and go to the next channel. It was crazy. Well, Nate was in that one. What was that one he was in? MVCR or whatever it was he was in. He was like, he was in shares and they were expensive, whatever it was. I don't remember. I'm like, Nate, you might want to get rid of them for 8 o'clock. Or was that one? That's the one he was in. Yeah, before 8. I'm like, or before 9, whatever it was. I said, you better want to get out of that. People are going to come in there. That stock doubled in price overnight. I said,
I remember
they're
you saying
going to
that.
they're going to want to be taking profit when the brokers open up. And
Do you see the pattern on what it did today?
Yeah, it went down the toilet right after after he got out. He got out
right
of the top. What was that one?
Because it was channeling sideways after it did that pop and drop. Right as the 200 was coming up to touch VWAP, it came down and bounced off the 200 and never came back. It went from $1.89 to over $4.
Yeah. I see.
It never came back.
Talking about IBIO?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I stayed in it the whole damn time.
Well, that's what you do. You don't have the money to get in and out all day. So you buy one thing and you just hold on for dear life.
Yep.
Exactly. I got out of it what I wanted to get out of it. I kept seeing that on the L2. It kept saying, I saw it go all the way up to $3.69, $4. And it kept having heavy levels of sellers over there. And there was times where it had nothing on the buy side and everything over on the sell side. I'm like, okay, those are magnets. It's going to go over there and try to fill some of those orders. And I'm going to ride that thing up when it does. And it did. It took its time. Took damn near 2-3 hours to do it. But it still went up there nevertheless. And that's the beauty of not doing options versus shares, or doing shares versus options. Let's put it that way. Because you don't have that gamma problem. So.
Yeah, I think touched 403 at one point briefly.
Mm-hmm.
I've run into a problem with the shares.
Right back down. Why? What happened?
Well, because it's just shares, right? So it's following the exact price of the share. So if I have 100 shares, it's up, down, up, down, up, down, all over the place, whatever the stock is doing. But with options, let's say I have 100 shares, right? If I have 2 contracts with a 50 delta, the money moves the same amount until it moves far enough away where the delta goes up. But the way the money moves is slower, a more gradual up and down. in relation to the stock price. Where with shares, it's just whatever the stock is doing, it's up, down, up, down, up, down, whatever that's doing. It seems like I'm having more of a problem doing shares than I am with options, because I don't want to cover everything up and not see what's going on, but I don't want to be overly influenced by it either. So what I've noticed is that I'm having an easier time with the options.
That's
It's a more
the thing about
slow move.
if the shares goes up to $1 and drops down to 50 cents, eventually it's going to hopefully go back up. Not always, right? If it goes back up to $1, you got 100% of your value back, right?
Right.
Well, if a contract drops 50%, you got to make. When it goes back up, you got to make 80. Whatever imaginary number you want to use.
When it drops
70,
3, you got to go back up 4 to get to the same spot.
5. Right. Yeah. So you actually got to go higher to regain your value that you lost.
What I'm talking about is the actual movement of the dollar amount.
Right.
Moves very fast with shares because you have what you have. Where the movement of the options is sort of buffered or slowed down. It's not jagged. It's not all over the place shaking. So there's less, I don't know, there's just less going on in here.
Yeah, on the surface, that is true. I mean, if it goes, if a share goes up $1, you made $1.
Right.
If the shares go up $1, your contract's going to go up 50 cents. I mean, I'm oversimplifying, right?
I'm buying double, so that I'm
trying
to do 50 or below, or slightly below on the delta, and then buy double, so that it works out to be about the same amount as shares. But it seems like the movement is softened, so it's easier to sit in it and be okay with it. Like, I'm up 100, I'm down 50, I'm up 25, instead of it flickering all over the place, because I want to get out in the green. But it seems like with the options, I'm able to sit in it longer without feeling like I need to get out.
Well, the one thing, the advantage that I'm learning from Coach and Nate is using the L2. So we already got a heads up it's going to drop, right? Or it's going to pop. We already know it's coming, right? Basically,
I hand it up
to a certain degree, right?
It looks awesome on Webull. It really does. I'm in Thinkorswim, where everybody's complaining about it. And I've tried the L2 or the level 2 and the NASDAQ full book that some other people have recommended. And
I think the full book.
If there's 2,000, it says 20.
Yeah, well, it don't matter what the number is. It's all relative, right?
Something in my brain looks at it different when it says 2,000 than when it says 20. And I got to admit, the color schemes on Webull are fantastic. Everything's very clear and easy to read quickly.
But you can make it look just like the TOS one does, with all the goofy colors and from all the other exchanges, if you change the type of L2 book you see. That one that whoever it was this morning shared a screenshot of his, remember? And he was comparing it to the Webull, because he uses both, actually. And it had all the different colors for all the different exchanges, which
I don't want.
To me, I think too much. Yeah, to me that was just way too much information.
It's too much going on.
I don't care ABX and EBX and CBX and all them. I don't care. I mean, there's different price points and all that, but that's just too much to decipher for me.
Yeah,
and that's what's nice about Webull. It dumbs it down, right? So even I can understand it.
It is very clear and easy to read.
Yeah,
it is.
Even on your phone. I mean, and it does look just like really the trading view indicators without the shading. Really, you can still see the cloud. It's just not shaded in when you put the 21 and the 55 in there. But the only thing is, it doesn't give you. I don't know. It's just something about the trading view indicators. It just. I don't know if it's the color scheme I got going on. It just seems so much easier for me to look at, a lot easier on my eyes, just for me personally. But
if TradingView had the L2 like Webull does, or if you even had an L2, man, that would be a killer app.
Woo!
If you could integrate L2 into that.
I want that so
I've tried
bad.
sliding it over onto it. Now I could move the trading view onto my main desktop, shrink this thing down, put it beside it, but I don't want to.
I did
got
that.
my
Remember,
routine.
showed you the picture of it that
Mhm.
morning, and I don't know. I got lazy. I stopped doing it. I just look at it on my phone, the L2. But yeah, that actually made for a pretty cool thing. And then what I did was I also had the quote widget, so I had the big price of what was going on, and then I had those two on the same color, so that whatever I put on TradingView, I would just click that ticker in there, and they would both change to match what I had on TradingView.
Yeah, since I've been doing the stock trading, I'm probably going to change my one top. I got the big, well, there's 8 there, the big 8, whatever. You know, I put the top ones on it. I might just, since I'm not even using that now because I'm playing stocks.
Yeah,
So I have it there for like when we're moderating and we're talking or people's asking a question, I can glance up there, but that's the only time I use it now. So I may switch things around. I might do that, just put the L2 and all that on one, thing and see how that works. I might play with that, but.
dude, it would be so cool to have a vertical screen with the L2.
Yeah, that's how a lot of people do it. I'd like to have one screen, just one more screen for that kind of thing.
Especially with my vision, a nice huge L2. That would be sick. Yeah.
I set mine up where I have 4 charts, and when I'm actually trading one of them, I have the 1 minute, the 2 minute, and then the third chart, I squeeze it in real narrow, and that's the L2. Just that one chart is just the L2, and then the fourth box is for the option. And are you able to put all the EMAs and everything in Webull on your option chart?
I don't think so. Just
okay. I have it set up that way.
I think it's just. I don't know if I can even do it now. Let me click on one here and see. Indicators. Actually, you can. I think you can put the MA, VWAP. Yeah, I think you can put them all on there. Yeah, EWO. A whole bunch of other ones. Yeah, I think you can do it actually. I mean, I don't know if there's an EMA one. Let me see.
Because it seems to me like there's a lot of people, not the majority of people, but enough that I think it makes a difference to where it looks like people are trading off of the options chart as well.
Yes, you could put. Yeah, you can put them all on your option chart too if you want to.
Okay.
I mean,
Now it can be confusing because on let's say on the bottom side of the range, it'll be hitting the 55 or the 200 on the actual stock chart, but then on the options chart, the peaks, it's hitting the 200, and that's like your channel where it's bouncing back and forth.
We were right over your shoulder.
I've seen stuff like that happen a lot. So it seemed to me like some people are waiting for it to hit the 200 on their option, and that's their sell point.
Yeah, I don't use the option chart to make my buying or selling decisions. I'm watching the candles on the stock chart. I don't even really when I have my trading one. I got my shared screen one up right now, but my regular one that I use to trade, I don't even have a chart on it. I don't want nothing popping up telling me where I got in and where I got out. Literally,
it helps me though. I actually like our price lines for support and resistance. I will actually draw one on the option chart wherever it says my buy price was.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
I know exactly where I got in at.
Right.
And then I'll have my stop down here. And then because in the beginning, we all seem to be having the problem moving our stop up too soon. And then it breathes back a little bit and hits it by 1 penny and then we're out. So if I have another line there, I know right where I got in at. And it's okay. It's just to breathe back. I'm still in a safe range. And then my stop is down here.
I should be more clear about when I'm trading options. Yes, I do use my option chart. Because I got to slide my stop up, right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I use it for, but I don't have any lines drawn on or anything.
Okay.
But I don't use a chart on my main trading one because I'm doing stocks right now and I don't want to see a chart. I know when I click buy, I got in right around there somewhere. When I click sell, I know I got in around. And then I go and go into my account. I actually have to switch pages, go into my account, and find that information. I don't want to see nothing. It's an experiment, and it's working for me right now. So
Okay.
that's
Hey,
just
Leslie.
something. Hi. It's just a challenge I'm giving myself because I kept looking at my stupid profit and loss and percentage gain and all that. It wasn't so much the dollars as it was I had that magical 20% figure in my brain, and it was holding me back because I would stay in a trade too.
You want to make 20% on each trade?
Yeah.
Okay.
On options, right? So
Okay.
I found I kept looking at it all the time, not paying attention to what's going on. It was a distraction. Or I would force me to stay in too long if I was at 17%. I got to get that 20. I got to get that 20. I got to get that 20. You know, it was a mental thing. It's just a mental thing. So I decided to get rid of. I got rid of it. I ain't doing that whole covering thing because I can go like that. So now I have to make it. I have to do a couple clicks to see. So I took all that off. So it's a challenge I'm doing, and it works.
I'm laughing at Ed. He's down in the chat saying somebody needs to come up here that doesn't have a beard to balance out the non-beard.
I see that. I see that.
He's like, there's enough beard up on the panel. I love it.
Hey, I got hairs on my face older than a lot of our members.
What's up, Ted? He said, Hamilton, are you at the freaking Catalina wine mixer? Ted, you're not supposed to be. Aren't you still on non-drinking terms right now for Lent? Or is that already gone?
Doesn't mean Hamilton is.
I know, right?
I'm definitely not.
Hamilton's on vacation. He can do whatever he wants.
That's right. Although I got an hour boat ride back on the choppy water, so that's always fun. Actually, I'm gonna pop off of here because we're gonna start heading towards the boat now. So I will.
So what's your wife think about you trading and talking about trading while you're on vacation? How you getting away with that?
She's in a shop somewhere shopping, so I can get away with it once in a while. I gotta sneak on.
You sound like Coach.
Right. All right, guys. I'm gonna drop. I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Thanks for hanging out, Hamilton.
All right. See you guys. Have fun.
Yep, you
too, bud.
Huh, that's weird. Oh, well. Guess not. Well, guys. Ready to wrap it up?
Uh-huh.
Mark's been ready to wrap it up.
I'm tired.
I know. I'm going to go ahead and get on this video because I don't want to go too many days without putting something up there. Guys, thank you for coming and hanging out. Everybody down in the chat, love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. $8 as always.
Yeah, I love it. And yeah, so we're going to do this thing. Don't forget, code Easter 500 gets you, do I have a picture of that? Yeah, code Easter 500 is going to get you 500 off on any of the VIP memberships. So make sure if you go over to the website that you use that code so that you can get a discount. And I believe the VIP lifetime membership that is over there is being sold for $4,500. So
yep.
Because the code wouldn't work with it. So he just priced it at $4,500. So you better scoop it up before he takes that lifetime away. I know I have only one and there's been one, done today, but there is going to come a time, guys, where he's going to wipe that away and it's not coming back just like the old lifetime. So get it while you can.
Still think you should put bunny ears on him.
I was so tempted. I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I'm trying to get Coach to give me some pics with his ADT hat on and his coach gear so that we can kind of put that persona out there because he's an amazing coach. You know what I mean? And, I think once we start putting that side out, oh yeah, we'll draw even more people in. I mean, I like the business suit. He looks, dapper and all that, but it's not Coach. You know what I mean? We get a different feeling with Coach. And
Look at Joe Pig's post just now.
That's interesting.
What'd he say?
I was just reading that. Says he just walked in. Today was the day I was going to come in. I left work today. I decided to quit today. I guess I have to go one more day. See you at 4 a.m.
Wow.
Did you quit your job or did you quit trading? Which is it?
He said, I decided to quit today. Yeah, did you quit trading? Because if you want to talk about it, I mean, we got a few more minutes. I mean, look, I would rather you come up here and talk about it. I don't care how tired I am or we are. What. Come on up here and talk about it because we don't want you leaving if you're talking about trading without it.
Talking about his job.
Right. Hopefully you're talking about your job and you're trading full time because you're just doing so well with the indicators and the strategy and you're killing it. Let us know before we get off of here. That's gonna bother me. We can't have people quitting. Also, don't forget June 5th, while you're deciding if you want to talk to us or not down there. June 5th is the second How to Grow Your Small Account mastermind class. So that is going to be absolutely amazing. The first one was stellar as usual. So I believe a lot of what was not covered in the first one will be covered in the second one because Coach went into a Q&A session and really took it to a whole nother level. So he just stayed on that track and didn't cover a lot of the material that he wanted to cover. So that's a reason why he's doing part 2. So for those of you who did join the first one, you're also going to get a discount code. So look for a discount code if you do the second one as well.
Okay, he's going to quit day trading, he says. He's obviously being kicked in the nuts quite a bit. He's going to back off and stick with swing trading. I mean, when you got a full-time job, let's face it, it's hard to do.
It is.
It's hard to do day trade. And a lot of the people that work full-time do that wheel and swing trading. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's hard to do. I don't know how anybody could do day trading. I can't do day trading when I'm monitoring. It's the same thing, right? I'm distracted, right? And I'm sitting right in front of my computer the whole time I'm talking. And I got freaking 6 screens I can choose on.
Right?
Yeah, I got 6 screens and I can't do that. And I don't know how people do it, right?
My boss told me to put a laptop on the passenger seat.
No. So, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the wheel strategy and swing trade. That's what you do when you can't sit there and watch something. Concentrate and perfect that if that's what you got to do. Don't feel bad about that. You know,
there are a lot of people that make a lot of money in this group swing trading. So I'm sure Ted could probably attest to that. He loves to swing trade. So,
really get into that and take a look at it.
Coach has several videos about using the EWO for long-term plays also. When you have your indicators set up right, I mean, you could sit on it for a month.
Yep.
And it'll.
By the way, I've quit about 40 times myself, so
I know, right?
And then I walk upstairs and look at my wife. I'm like, she ain't gonna be happy if we ain't living in this house and we're living in a tent. So I go back downstairs. So yeah, don't give up on your. I mean, if you're gonna quit day trading because you have a full-time job and it's interfering and causing you to lose money, that's a great idea. Go to swing trading, just like you said. That doesn't make you the worst trader. Don't think that way. You might be just doing a couple little things. I mean, look at Chris. I mean, he had a barrier. I mean, it doesn't matter what your barrier is. He had one. He finally figured out what it was. He did what he had to do to correct it. Now look at him. Dude's on fire. So don't give up on yourself because you
I'm
give
up
on
over
yourself.
$4,000 now in 7 days?
Just with a little tweakage.
Yeah. Just a vitamin D, one little vitamin.
There he goes. It says he lost 9,300 day trading, but he's up 6K in a wheel. Makes sense. Well, of course it does. If you can't pay attention to your trade, don't day trade. You can't walk away from a trade. That's a great idea.
The wheel is perfect.
So you just said you made 6K. So you must not be the worst trader in the world. There you go. See, that's contradictory. You're doing well wheel strategy. Stick with it.
Yeah.
Doing well with the wheel.
Strategy.
That's fantastic.
I'm making my money day to day. If I don't come trade, I don't make no money. I don't have any other strategy. I don't have long-term things. It doesn't interest me, actually. I mean, to tell you the truth, it just don't. I enjoy getting in there. It's just like when we have a holiday, I spaz out because I ain't down there trading. Right? So what I do is I come down and zero all my charts out and then read all the lines and stuff on them. So yeah,
don't forget Friday's no market.
Thanks. You just caused me to spaz out.
That's what made me think about it. I'm like, shit, there's no market Friday. Speaking of spazzing out.
Right. So yeah, don't say negative things about yourself like that. You're not the worst trader. You already proven you got successful doing that, and that's just a strategy you need to adopt. Nothing wrong with that.
Negative self-talk can really do a number on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're
right.
So
Harlow always says that.
Find the spots using your log, your journal. Find your spots where you're doing things wrong, and find the spots where you're doing things right, and stick to the stuff you do well. And slowly over time, you can work on other things that you're not doing well and figure out why. And with more screen time, you'll be able to see all the little movements. And this isn't a pull down. It's a yoink to drag the EMAs to a certain point that'll make other things happen. You'll be able to see things kind of playing out, and it's like a guideline of where it's going to go probably in the next 15, 20 minutes to help set yourself up for what could be going on instead of constantly reacting to the small things. You can get a general idea. Like sometimes I look at it and it'll pull down for 5 candles and then yoink all the way back up and then down and back up and down. And it only come down a little bit more each time. And to me, when I see that, I'm like, okay, it wants to go up, but it's not ready yet. So it's going to start going up later, and I do things like that all the time now. And then 45 minutes later, this crosses this. And like David said, the EMAs get into the right position and off it goes. But I got rid of the hopium and all the guesswork. And if I don't know what to do, I do nothing. If I'm not sure what it's trying to do, I don't get in. And that has saved me a ton of trouble.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you get involved in that Zoom chat with their Apple feed where they're all in there talking or not?
The what?
In the Zoom chat on, the David and them's got a feed where they talk about levels and everything.
Yeah, I have been looking at that when David's talking about certain levels that were strong in the past, and we need to stay above this, or it looks good above this. I have seen some of that, but every time somebody new comes in the morning, it shuts it off, and I have to go find it again.
Oh, so well, you can detach it from the Zoom and put it wherever you want.
Really?
And you can stretch it out wide and long. That's what I do. I stretch it way out because
I have been doing some of that. I've made it wider. But something else I've noticed is it's hitting all my lines perfect. Like all my ones from the past, it's hitting them to the penny. And I have like a light gray dashed one and a bright white dashed one for different things. And it's hitting all my spots perfect. So I'm like, okay, when it gets to here, is it going to punch through it or is it going to hang out for a while? And then I'll look at the 1 minute chart and see, okay, it's squeezing up. I'm probably going to get a pop here. And then it'll move to the next level, stuff like that.
Exactly.
See, that's what people don't realize. When you get to that level where you're doing that, that is no longer gambling.
Right.
It is a strategic process. Right.
It has a high probability of doing this. And if it doesn't, it's probably going to go the other way. So this is my forewarning.
Right. Absolutely.
Like I actually did it today on Apple. When after that first pop at 2:15, at a flat spot here from 254 to 309, it popped down for a minute, hit the 55, and something that I've noticed is that whenever it drops down and bounces off the 55 in the 1 minute, that's kind of like like a little springboard for it to pop up to the next level. But it was like I said it about 10 minutes before it happened. I said, okay, it looks like I'm going to get a squeeze here. And usually it will stay up tight, and you've got a flat line on the top and then like an angled piece, and it'll start channeling up smaller and smaller to stay in that bull flag, basically. And when it gets to the tip and the 9 crosses whatever level is there at the top of your channel, usually you'll get a nice little pop. Now, sometimes it'll keep going and you'll get a run, or maybe it just pops up to the next level and starts channeling again, like those slow rollers where it takes it 3 hours to go up 50 cents.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm starting to see those ahead of time. And it's not just that it's going to do this, it's that it's probably going to do this. And if it doesn't,
right,
that means
then you've got plan B worked out.
Not yes, it's it's going to go up, or it's going to go down, or it's going to go sideways. 2 of those are good. But knowing that the third one is there right here is also helpful to avoid problems. So you can, if it doesn't squeeze up like I think it's going to do, I'll shed, so that if it drops, I'm losing less.
Absolutely. Good plan. Look at Mustang Chris with the master class. Look, MC.
Yes,
it was It was Mustang Chris. Now it's master class. That's what those initials are for.
Well, I like that I'm starting to sound like I know what I'm doing.
Well, you always knew what you were doing.
You always sounded like it.
I just didn't believe in myself.
You just couldn't get your finger to do it, right?
I didn't believe in myself enough. That was the problem.
Yep.
Awesome.
I only had to watch it happen 2,000 times to realize, yeah, I was right again. Huh? Maybe I am kind of good at this.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. You're learning. I mean, you hear it all. I mean, you can have all the head knowledge you want until you start applying what you learn.
Yeah.
I mean, I had the head knowledge. Took me only 10 months to start applying what I heard Coach say.
I've been sitting in this chair since August. I quit my job in August and fought Webull for 3 months. They wouldn't give me a margin account, and every time you reapply, you got to sit there for a week. You're not allowed to trade. So that was several weeks of just hanging out. I rebuilt my whole deck while I was waiting for Webull to apply a proven account. Like, man. So then they finally wouldn't. I went to Schwab and said, hey, how hard is it to get a margin account here? And they're like, well, do you have the money? I said, well, yeah. They said, all right, you're good. Fill this out and you're good to go. Okay, let's roll.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Then I think I spent a month trying to figure out their system and how to set everything up so that it looked right to me. And the differences, like, the thing I hate the most about Thinkorswim is, the scroll wheel where you can, on Webull, you can make the chart narrower or wider. You can't do that with Thinkorswim.
Oh.
Yeah. I got to keep zooming in and zooming out, or I got to go in and like change the little finger pointer where you can move everything to an actual pointer, and then do a screen capture to zoom in. And
from what I've heard, TOS, almost all the TOS users are very happy with them.
Oh yeah, the fills are fantastic. I don't like the price per contract. I know I can haggle with them and get that down. But I mean, it's instant. It's instant. There's almost no slippage. Like I see a little bit of it, but not enough that it makes a difference unless I'm trying to go in and out real fast, which I shouldn't be doing anyway with like scalping candles, because I keep catching myself getting into spots I shouldn't be in, and then I'm like, get out of here, you dumbass. Wait for the better trades and just do that. There's a ton of information in here, and it's faster, and the fills are great. You're not gonna be like Coach who's like, oh, I'm up $7,000 on that one. Oh, it's like after the fill, I only got 3. Right. Like that doesn't happen here. But there's pluses and minuses to everything, give and take.
Yep, just give it time, you know.
Yeah.
So the only thing I hear about that is people don't like the way you can't really get with the L2 on it like you can with Weeble.
Yeah, it
But
looks
other than
weird.
that,
The
yeah.
thing that helped me read it a little better, because the L2 it's width dependent,
Yeah.
and so I just have to make one whole chart just the L2, and then I make it real narrow so that I can read all the numbers all at once, instead of, you know, the bid and the ask being separated by 5 inches.
Nice.
And I've heard people you know, talking about the Turbo Trader too. Those turbo buttons.
Yeah.
You can do that on here too, on the Active Trader.
Mm-hmm.
They have
For
that.
those that don't know, there is an Active Trader on the sidebar, and you can have one for each chart too. So I have buy market, sell market, buy ask, sell bid, cancel, reverse, flatten, all the different quantities, the plus and minus buttons. There, you can fabricate your own templates for different stop losses for different things, like something big that moves a ton, like the SMCI or the NVIDIA. You can set it to whatever percentage you want and then save it. And then when you click template, there's a whole drop down menu with all your different levels of stop loss. So I got like 1% for shares, a 10% for scalping, and then there's a 25 and a 40, depending on what you're doing. You can have different, what are they called? Buy stops, where it goes a certain amount and then it just automatically sells it.
Right.
Which is something else I've noticed too. I haven't talked about that at all yet, but something I've noticed with a ton of these different stocks, from the point that I see as the perfect buy-in, it'll go exactly to the penny a certain dollar amount every single time. And then a ton of sellers come in and it breathes way back. And then maybe it'll come down and hit the 21 as a cushion and start coming back up again. But it's like $1, $2, $3. Some of them are 70 cents every time. Apple does a lot of 50-cent moves. I mean, to the penny.
Yeah.
Exactly the same dollar amount every time.
Well, that's why Coach says learn 1 to 5 stocks max. Learn how they live and breathe, how they react, right?
Yeah.
So that's why
I've been looking at
that down.
Apple. David
I've been
sticks
looking
with
at
that.
it
He's like religiously.
In combination with the L2, like this was the buy-in point. I missed it by 1 candle, but I'm still in and I'm up. So from that point, I get to a certain dollar amount and it's probably going to breathe back in like 10 minutes. You know, and then looking at the L2, I'm like, oh, there it is. There's the wall, right where I thought it would be. Like, okay, that's helpful. So it's going to channel a bit, but it's going to probably get up to that point, and then we'll see what happens from there.
There you go. Yep. Well, guys, I'm out.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut it
Me and Chris are going to hang out around for a while. That's okay. Go ahead.
All righty.
Since we're the same person, twinsies.
Okay, you guys hang out.
No, we're not. Oh.
Everybody have
4 a.m.
I will be there, my friend. Chris, good job. Keep it up, brother. I'm proud of you, dude. Yes.
Thank you.
4,
What is that?
4
4 a.m.? But not me.
4 a.m.
My coffee pot don't even turn on until 5:45.
Can't make money when you're sleeping, brother.
Oh, you can't trade before 7 with this platform.
Yeah, the Webull account you could.
Yeah, but they won't use it.
You don't need a margin account.
Well, no, I fought with
Smash
them
it
for
in
a
his face,
month.
why don't you, Mark?
I fought with them for a month to get a cash account,
Oh, really?
and then 2 more months for a margin account. And then I finally said, you know what, I'm done.
You sound like TJ. He's always fighting with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he likes Webull, but he's like,
their customer service is completely non-existent, but you get what you pay for. The customer service is actually what it seems like they're there for is just issues with the platform. Not I did this wrong or I did that wrong or this thing happened. It's like, this is what's going on with the platform, but as far as anything above or beyond that, they're like totally hands off. That's not us. They were talking about a clearinghouse that's got to approve you and blah, blah, blah. None of them ever answered the phone. So,
Wow.
I liked Weeble better, but this is working. So I'm here.
Do what works for you.
Yeah, do what works.
All right. Well, everybody have a good night. I will see you mañana. Everybody down in the chat, peace and blessings. And don't forget, all trades are risky, so don't forget to use your stops. Have a good night. See you in the morning. 4 a.m.
Hey, Liz, there.
What?
Liz will be there at 4 a.m. Chris won't.
Liz
Liz
is
will
always
Liz.
there. Liz Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
I see you down there, Liz. Special K was there this morning. So, yep.
I thought we were leaving.
We are. Bye.
Use the code Easter500. You'll get 500 off VIP, VIP Gold, VIP Complete. You can find it in our store if you go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. To sign up for any of the services, of course, website is always here. $200 for our regular membership gets you immediately into Zoom. You can see every trade I make. You'll get hot stock picks, the videos on demand, the IPO center, and the pre-market setup, all with the regular $200 membership. When you're ready to step it up, though, I highly recommend the VIP membership. You'll be able to start trading early at 4 a.m. You'll get to trade with some of our other millionaires inside of that room. You guys will get masterclass training with me every day at 8:15. You'll get the VIP lounge, all of those hot stock picks, pre-market setup. You're going to get the IPO center, the videos on demand, all of the workshop classes for free, and we put one of those on every single month. You'll get all the VIP training videos, the Trading View indicators. These were designed specifically based on my 2-minute EWO, which, by the way, no trader in the world has ever used what we are doing with the Elliott Wave Oscillator. And we have a lot of people finding success, obviously, with this. You'll also get VIP seating at the meetups. If you are a VIP member and you want more training, VIP Gold, you can add that on for an additional $2,500 a year. Right now, as one of the specials that I have, this could go away, but right now, if you sign up for the VIP Gold, you will also get a free one-on-one with a moderator. That is a $500 value just for that. You'll get all the mastermind classes. You get every mastermind class for free during your subscription. You'll get 1 hour of tech support if you need it, so we can remote in. We can help you set up those charts. Anything specific, right, that will get you going, we can help you with that. You're also going to get, for the first time ever, weekend training. We've been doing it every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And because it's the weekend, it is literally like a one-on-one. You'll also get our news service showing us everything, right, that's going on in the market, and breakout rooms. So anytime we do a breakout room, that's only for VIP Gold members. You guys will be able to access that. Use your affiliate account. You guys will also get a piece of everything. So you have family members, neighbors, people in your church, people that you guys want to help out. You can give them your link, and that will also give you a kickback immediately. It's immediate. As soon as they pay for it, you guys will get money. You'll see it into your monies that you can just withdraw. Send them to AmericanDreamTrading.com.